Liverpool fans, buckle up, because this one could be massive. Reports are now breaking that Liverpool are ready to go head-to-head with Chelsea for the signature of Newcastle United's commanding Dutch center-back Sven Botman. That's right, one of the most composed, reliable defenders in the Premier League could soon be wearing the red of Liverpool. And honestly, it makes perfect sense. According to the fourth official and journalist Mark Bruss in his daily briefing, the Reds are preparing a serious move for Botman, with Arne Slot himself pushing behind the scenes for defensive reinforcement. The club hierarchy believes this could be the final piece of the puzzle to restore balance, depth, and stability at the back. And who can argue with that? Botman's story in the Premier League so far has been quietly impressive. He joined Newcastle from Lille in 2022 and has since become one of their most consistent performers. This season alone, he's already played 13 matches across all competitions, producing 6 tackles, 10 blocks, 6 interceptions, and an astonishing 36 clearances. His passing accuracy sits around 85%, calm, clean, and confident in possession. These are the kinds of numbers that scream Liverpool DNA. But it's not just about numbers. Watch him play. He brings presence. At 1.93 meters tall, Botman dominates in the air, commands the defensive line, and reads the game like a veteran. You can almost feel the calm he transmits to the back four. Liverpool's system under Arne Slot thrives on controlled aggression and composure from deep. That's exactly what Botman offers, a mix of physical authority and intelligence that would complement Virgil van Dijk perfectly. 2 Dutch towers in defense. Can you imagine that partnership inside Anfield? Now, let's be real. Liverpool's defensive core has needed a reset. While Van Dijk remains the heart of our backline, there have been concerns about depth and durability. Ibrahima Konate, world-class when fit, has battled injuries. Joe Gomez has been outstanding at times, but often used as a utility man, filling in at fullback or rotating. Youngster Jarell Quansah has shown promise, but still needs time to grow into that leadership role. What Liverpool need is another rock. Someone who walks straight into the lineup and says, "I've got this." Botman fits that profile. According to Sky Sports News' recent data analysis, Liverpool currently rank among the top 5 Premier League teams for possession-based defense, but sit only 9th in aerial duels won per game. That's an area where Botman timing that could turn dangerous crosses into counterattack opportunities in seconds. Financially, this is also a clever move. Botman's contract at Newcastle runs until 2027, but reports suggest Liverpool could strike a deal below market value if the player signals his interest. Sources close to Newcastle have hinted that their management might consider a sale next summer to balance FFP requirements after heavy investment in attacking positions. That opens a real window. For Arne Slot, the timing is ideal. After a mixed start to the season, Liverpool remain in the top 3, but have suffered 6 defeats in their last 8 matches across all competitions. Those games exposed the need for composure under pressure. Slot's pressing system demands bravery from defenders, the ability to step forward and play through the lines. He built attacks from the back, short passes, quick switches, total control. That is precisely what Slot's football philosophy requires. Think about what Liverpool could look like next season. Van Dijk and Botman marshalling the defense, Robertson and Trent pushing wide with confidence, McAllister and Szoboszlai free to create, and Salah and Isak leading the line. It's a system that blends strength with elegance, and Botman is the bridge between both worlds. Liverpool's recruitment team, led by Michael Edwards on his second spell in charge of football operations, have reportedly been scouting Botman for over a year. The Athletic noted earlier this season that the club had an active interest in a left-footed center-back capable of building from deep. There aren't many who fit that description better than Botman. Left-footed? The key now will be timing. Chelsea are reportedly circling, seeing Botman as a possible replacement for Thiago Silva, whose contract expires soon. But Liverpool have an advantage: the Dutch connection and the project Slot is building. For a player like Botman, joining a team managed by a compatriot, playing Champions League football, and fighting for trophies in front of the Anfield crowd could be irresistible. From a tactical perspective, this move would also future-proof Liverpool's defense for years to come. Van Dijk is 34 next summer. Bringing in a 25-year-old of Botman's quality allows a seamless transition, the passing of leadership from one Dutch captain to another. It's continuity without chaos. And let's not forget what Botman brings off the ball. He's not flashy, not noisy, but deeply consistent. His reading of space, anticipation of danger, and leadership at set pieces could fix the few weaknesses that still linger in Liverpool's defensive structure. Every time Newcastle have been under siege this season, Botman has been the one throwing himself in front of shots, organizing lines, demanding more. That's exactly the mentality Liverpool need to maintain their standards at the top. According to reports from Football Insider and The Mirror, Liverpool's scouting department has been particularly impressed with Botman's mentality, professionalism, training discipline, and quiet leadership. Those intangibles matter. In a dressing room already filled with winners, you need players who bring stability and humility, not ego. Botman fits the mold. Imagine this for a second. Anfield, under the lights, Champions League night. Van Dijk and Botman side by side, both Dutch, both commanding, both unshakable. That's not just a defense, that's a fortress. Of course, Newcastle won't let him go easily. They view him as central to their project, and manager Eddie Howe has praised his reliability countless times. But football moves fast, and when a club like Liverpool comes calling, with its history, trophies, and aura, few players can resist that pull, especially one who grew up watching the likes of Van Dijk become global icons in red. What makes this story even more interesting is that Liverpool's defensive rebuild seems to be gathering pace beyond just Botman. There are whispers of the club monitoring Sporting Lisbon's Gonçalo Inácio and to target. He's Premier League ready and perfectly aligned with Slot's system. In a market where truly world-class defenders cost upwards of 100 million euros, Liverpool could pull off another smart sign. Already strong in the dressing room through Van Dijk and Slot, Botman's arrival would further strengthen that connection. Communication, understanding, and mentality would all align naturally. So yes, this potential move isn't building tomorrow's dynasty. Botman represents the new Liverpool mindset, calculated, forward-thinking, built on balance rather than impulse. And as fans, we know how these transitions go. At first, it's a rumor. Then it's a whisper. Then suddenly, it's welcome to Anfield. If Liverpool can pull this off, bringing in Sven Botman ahead of Chelsea and the rest of Europe, it'll be yet another example of why this club continues to evolve smarter and stronger than anyone else in England. He's got the talent, the temperament, and the toughness. And with Van Dijk as a mentor, Botman could become the next cornerstone of a Liverpool defense built to last another generation. Man to fortify our defense and carry the Dutch legacy forward under Arne Slot? Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Make sure you hit that like button if you believe Liverpool should go all in for Botman, and subscribe right now to Redview Update, your home for every transfer rumor, tactical insight, and passionate reaction straight from Anfield. Walk on, Reds, always.